What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video. I want to ask if you hit that subscribe button for me. About 50% of the people who are constantly coming back to watch my videos are not actually subscribed, and we're so close to hitting that 60,000 mark, so I do appreciate a subscription. Now look, obviously I'm excited for God of War Ragnarok, but I really honestly believe God of War Ragnarok is looking like one of the best games ever made. And I'm not saying this because what we saw yesterday because of the gameplay. I'm saying this because God of War 2018 pales in comparison to God of War Ragnarok. Like the way it looks, the way the gameplay is, it looks absolutely phenomenal. So like I said yesterday, they put out a behind the scenes of God of War Ragnarok's combat. There were no spoilers shown or nothing like that, but they just showed off nothing but the combat. They talked about it, and I have to say everything that we saw in that presentation was incredible. Everything has been improved. The way Kratos does his combos, they added extra mechanics like the 2 shields that are already confirmed. There's gonna be a lot more shields. The Leviathan Axe and the Blades of Chaos, they both have this elemental mechanic to them, where if you press the triangle button with any of them equipped, they will automatically do this elemental attack. Kratos seems much more fluid, being able to grapple upwards in the middle of, combat sections, and then he can jump down off platforms if there are enemies below him. Atreus does these sick combos by himself without commands from Kratos. He just does things on his own, and he uses sonic arrows on his own, and Atreus just seems improved all around in every way, shape, and form compared to God of War 2018. And it looks like the same thing for Kratos as well, not making him this just do this one combo type of thing because it works. No, you want to explore and you want to do so much different things with Kratos as a character and the things that he can now do. During the presentation, the team did say that there are brand new enemy types, and one of God of War 2018's biggest piece of criticism they actually mentioned in this gameplay presentation, and that was there wasn't a whole lot of enemy variation in God of War 2018. There wasn't a lot of these mini bosses or these challenges. You kind of just had the Draugr, the Revenants, and you kind of had like the big trolls and all the variation of trolls, but that seems to be out of the water because just in this presentation alone, I think we saw a whole bunch of brand new enemy types. We have the new Raider enemies. They showed off the Dreki enemies. They showed off so much more. They called it the Light Elf Warriors, but there seems to be different variations of the Light Elf Warriors, and they don't seem annoying to fight against like the Dark Elves were in God of War 2018. No, everything that they showed seems very fun, and they even mentioned in the video they made it challenging but not frustrating. I think fighting the Dark Elves were a little bit frustrating because their fighting style, they kind of ran away more, and these Light Elves seem to be more in your face, not exactly running away. And honestly, it is so impressive to look at. It's so impressive to see how they're kind of turning Atreus into like a mini Kratos in a way. In order for Kratos to get up on ledges in God of War 2018, he like threw Atreus up first, but it seems like Atreus has his own mini chain, and he throws that chain, and he can actually lift himself up on platforms, and it makes perfect sense because one of the most annoying things in some video games is the AI companion you kind of have to look after or interact with. It kind of wastes more time. In this, they said fuck that shit, Atreus can get up on his own, and honestly, like I said, it seems to be so much more improved than God of War 2018, something that IGN and many other news platforms and many people say is one of the greatest games of the decade. It got that that medal from a lot of news publications, and this game looks 10 times more better. Now, I've also been going through some of the first impressions that some of the sites have been putting out, and it's nothing but compliments. And this is rare. It's rare to see every single news publication talk about the same exact thing, how God of War is incredible, or how the first 5 hours is nothing but a roller coaster of emotions, and you're put into this world and you don't want to leave it. You see the same exact things over and over again, and in a future video I'm gonna talk about that even more, how all of these websites are saying the same exact thing, which is honestly, again, one of the rarest things in gaming for people to agree unanimously about something. I am honestly incredibly pumped for this game, and I'm incredibly pumped for everyone else who gets to actually. Now, one final thing I want to talk about, and this will end the video, is that this game, it looks really good. Like, honestly, I'm looking at all the screenshots in the game in action, again from the gameplay and all the behind the scenes stuff that they're showing. This game, it looks astonishingly good. I remember an interview Corey Barlog did with Jason Schreier, where Corey said that the first, 3 years of God of War 2018's development was spent looking at the engine, making sure the lighting is good, making sure everything works the way it works. And in the presentation that we just saw, one of the gameplay animators there, he did say that in God of War 2018 they spent a lot of time also figuring out how the blades are gonna work and everything like that. However, in God of War Ragnarok, because they already figured that out in God of War 2018, they spent the last couple of years making that 10 times better, making everything just kind of work with the information they have now. And I have to honestly say, it pays off. If you compare this game to God of War 2018, like if you have them side by side with Kratos using the Blades of Chaos, you can clearly see a very strong improvement. And graphics wise, this game looks incredible as well. And I have to say, because someone is going to forget this game is a PS4 game. It's coming out on PS4 and PlayStation 5. So even if you play on any systems, you're gonna get this result. Now, I know the presentation and all the screenshots are captured on PlayStation 5, but the PS4 Pro version of God of War 2018, it does run extremely well, and it looks so much more better than what we originally got for that game. So I really do believe that the PS4 version of this game is going to look incredible. Now, will there be some performance issues? Other video games do have performance issues when they're on both consoles. It's why some people are disappointed that God of War is coming on the PS4, but no, this is Santa Monica, and this is a studio that kind of puts quality first, and this is something that I've noticed over the years, constantly covering their stuff. And I have to really say that quality has always been a part of Santa Monica as a studio, but this game, it feels special. It feels like something that they put a lot of love into, and you can really get that impression as the gameplay presentation was going on. So honestly, even though this game's coming out on PS4, the fact that they still made it to look this incredible is absolutely mind-boggling, right? It is absolutely insane how much work is going into this. And this kind of blows the whole God of War Ragnarok is just DLC argument right out the fucking window, and made the whole world who was saying that eat their damn words. Even though we knew that this game is going to be way better than 2018, the fact that people were calling Ragnarok DLC is absolutely insane, and it makes absolutely no sense, especially when you see all the presentations that they've been putting out for the fans to see. And with that, that's all I pretty much have to say about the gameplay presentation. It was absolutely incredible, and this game looks like it's going to be one of the greatest games ever made. No cap. That's gonna be the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts. I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys and girls for listening. Deuces.
Odin must have sent them!